Hi there! Welcome to this little off-stream thing, where I'm just going to quickly go over what I've been grinding off-stream for the villager side quests, where to get it, what I had equipped, all of that stuff. And, well, let's start with the equipment, because that's pretty universal for most of the stuff, since a lot of it is enemy drops, and grinding enemies can be quite the pain. So, you want to go for as much luck as possible. So the bottom stat, luck, I achieved that by equipping the Fool Ring and the Lucky Clover. The Lucky Clover you get by completing Laura's first quest, and the Garbo Hat, which is also pretty nice, you get by completing Daniela's first quest. Which just show you, so Laura's first quest, you just need a Lapis Lazuli, and Daniela, it is the Lighthouse Sketchbook. Now, the first thing I'm gonna show you what I've been grinding is Abram's third quest, the Mandrake route, which is a bit of a pain to get. In order to get a Mandrake route, you want to kill the correct enemy, which is the Mandragora. It's a 4-star item, so not the hardest drop in terms of drop rate, but pretty annoying and how to farm it. I'm gonna show you where to best get it. Welcome to the Argila Swamp. Now, as you can see, I'm on the rightmost side of the very left room, where you can find this little ditch here, where 3 Mandragoras will spawn in. Now, I'm gonna reload the room soon, to show you how to get the roots. However, first of all, I would recommend you go with the Volcicati glyph. Reason for that being is that the Mandrakes, the Mandragoras, are weak to sword glyphs, and the Owl Knights in this area are at least not resistant to it, which is very nice. Also, you get access to this Union Glyph, which will come in handy a lot. Now, once I reload the screen, you will see there is a stupid Owl Knight in our way. So you want to get as close as possible to him without spawning the first Mandragora in. Kill him, and his bird, which can be very annoying. Then jump into the ditch. Dish out as much damage as humanly possible. Maybe use the Union Glyph to kill all 3. Usually you can kill 2 at least. 3 you might need to be really fast or use the Union Glyph in order to do so. But yeah, that's how you get a Mandrake route. I recommend bringing some healing potions with you, because this area can be very annoying, and the Owl Knight especially the Owl, has a tendency of really getting on your nerves. Now, as for Abram's 4th and last quest, which I haven't unlocked yet, but I still know what we need something called Merman meat. Now, Merman meat, unlike what its name would suggest, isn't dropped by Merman, because that would be too easy. It is dropped by an enemy called Lorelei. As you can see, this is a 5-star item drop, so this is quite a painful thing to get. I'm currently in Somnus Reef, which is where you can find this enemy, and I would recommend the room that is currently shown on the bottom screen, indicated by the flashing light. This is where I am. Just go in, kill her really quick, go out, go in again, kill her really quick, repeat the process over and over again until you get the item. This item has a base drop rate of 1%, so you really need A, patience, and B, a lot of luck. What I mean by that is the luck stat. I would really recommend that. Also, I recommend, again, going with the Volcicati glyph, because Lorelei is weak to swords. Now, next up is Laura and her third quest. Now, this requires us to bring a Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald to her. The Sapphire and Emerald both can be found in Kalidus' channel, which we did on stream as far as I remember, but they can also obviously found throughout wooden and green chests in multiple levels, just like the Ruby. However, there is also one specific location where you can obtain a Ruby essentially for free as well, which is in the Tymeo Mountains. Now, I just want to go into this room on the very right, where there are 2 spiders that will crawl up the wall once you enter it. And next to this red chest, there is a breakable wall, which contains, as you might have guessed it, a ruby. Now, next up is Laura's third quest, where you need a diamond and an onyx for. Now, the diamond can be found either in Oblivion Ridge or in green chests in Argila Swamp, as far as I'm aware. The onyx, on the other hand, is a late-game item you only find in the 2 optional areas in brown chests. However, there is one location in Tristis Pass, where we currently are, where you can get one guaranteed every time. Now, in order to get here to this room, I very much recommend you start from the right side here, go to the teleport room, and then just head down towards this place. Now, inside this room, you will find a lot of ectoplasms, which I took care of, and inside this wall, once you destroy it, there is a black stone in here, which is exactly what we're looking for. Alright, next up is Aeon's second quest, which requires you to get raw killer fish. Now, this is actually dropped by Killerfish, who would have thought it, and the best area to farm those is in Kalidus channel. Now, I do recommend you go to the area I'm going to mark on the map, which is here between those two rooms. Now, the reason for that is if I go to the left here, I can just jump attack, kill a fish, go to the right, and kill the next fish. Repeat that between both rooms until you get the meat, essentially. This might take a while, as raw killerfish is a comparatively rare item, apparently. Either that or I'm just very unlucky. Again, go for a lot of luck stat, bring a bit of patience with you, and you should have that item in no time. Now, taking a look at Aeon's last quest, it says you need tasty meat. Now, there are two ways of obtaining tasty meat. Either through green chests in Somnus Reef, or you go into Dracula's castle, which is where I am right now. As you can see, I'm in the vertical room right above the first safe room with all the red skeletons. Now, all you need to do is go up here, and you see you can break this ledge off, which will give you tasty meat. Yep, there is really nothing more to it. Now, moving on to George and his third quest, you need two enemy drops for that. Black ink and an eagle feather. Now, the black ink you get from an enemy called Dark Octopus, kind of obvious. You just want to go into Kalidus channel to the room that I'm currently in. There are always 3 Dark Octopus spawning in here. You can just go in and out and essentially farm them for as long as you want. It's a 4-star item, so it shouldn't take too long. Again, try to equip as much luck as possible. You can easily get here by taking the down western entrance, and there really isn't much to it. Now, let's move on and look where we can find an eagle feather. Now, for the eagle feather, you just simply go to Oblivion Ridge. Now, I recommend you clear out the room I am currently in, which is the most right room. Equip yourself some sword glyphs like the Volticade, which by now you know I really like. And then essentially you just have to stand around here. Now, if an Altair, which is the enemy that drops the eagle feather, does not have a Fleaman in its talons, it will dive, and you can just stand here and kill it. If it has a Fleaman in its talons, you will need to jump, which right now it didn't. I just messed up, because that's what I have to do. There we go. Can see, rather easy to get them. Just stand here for a while, have some luck items equipped, and you should be golden in no time. And last but not least, we are at Anna's third and final quest. Now, for that you need to craft or create a jeweled collar for her cat Tom. Now, in order to do that, you need to bring a certain gemstone to the villager Laura. However, that gemstone is not as easily found as all the other stuff up until now. What you will need to do is you will need to go to Somnus Reef and essentially just farm green chests until you get the item. The item you're looking for is this gemstone, which I refuse to pronounce because I can only do it wrong. But that's the one you need, the Cat's Eye Jewel. Now, as I said, this spawns in Somnus Reef and only in green chests. So you just want to go through Somnus Reef as many times as you need to in order to find it. And you need to get a bit of luck. Now, you can at least improve the odds of obtaining or getting green chests, which spawn instead of wooden chests, for those of you who didn't know. In order to increase your chances, what you want to do is you want to equip the treasure hat. Raises the possibility that rare items will appear. You get that one by completing Daniela's second quest. So you need to draw the waterfall on Tristis Pass in your sketchbook. Now, obviously I won't go through Somnus Reef over and over again and show where all the treasure chests are, but I found it on the second time I went through the area, so it does not take all too long. Again, essentially all I can do is wish you best of luck, and there's nothing more to it. And so that is that. That's all the items I've been grinding off stream. I hope for those who wanted to see this and maybe wanted to know how to get your hands on these items, this little video was helpful for you. Everything else, all the quests I've already done are on stream VODs. I'm not going to go through where to get all of that stuff. It's easily accessible. I essentially just wanted to show you where to get it, just to have it on video for the completionist's sake, because there's a little completionist within my heart who felt that was a necessary thing to do. Anyway, the remaining quests obviously will also be completed on stream, and there is nothing more to it than that. The VODs will be uploaded to this channel once they're done, once the playthrough is done, and yeah, I hope I see you in stream, and have a lovely day, and I see you soon. Goodbye.